Today on the podcast, we're going to be talking about movement. So, movement is a good way to move your energy. So, when I say movement, I mean actual physical body movement. So, you're jumping around, um, just right there, like how I scratched my nose, my face. But yeah, so if you have stagnant energy, a good way to get that blockage out is to move. So, this is self expression. So, it doesn't have to be any type of specific movement. Some people they do weightlifting, other people they do qigong, others they dance, or um, some people even just walk. I mean, it's getting your energy flowing again. When you're sitting down, your energy is flowing, but it's not the same because your mind knows that your body's at rest. So psychologically, it will slow down the energy flow. Even though on a spiritual level, the energy flow is still the same. So what I mean by that is energy is always going from your environment into your body and then from your body out into the environment. It's a symbiosis. Your body works with the environment and the environment works with your body. So energy is always flowing. That's what Einstein said. E equals mc squared. So energy is never destroyed. It's always transforming. That's what I mean when energy is flowing. How I just took in a deep breath of air. That's energy flowing into my body. Um, so your skin is a big organ. It absorbs things from the environment as well. So just be careful. Be aware of that. But back to the movement. Um, it's a good way to get your mind psychologically going. When you are doing movements, your mind focuses more on the movements. Even though if it's like a subconscious thing as well, like it's automatic, your mind still has to play that code, that program for you to do it. So it's not like breathing. Breathing is unconscious. Like you're doing it without consciously thinking about it. So the type of movements I'm talking about is, like I said, like exercise, dance, but it's also right now I'm looking at a drum. Um, so it could be drums. You play the drums. It's also I have a tambourine up over there that I just looked at. I have a harmonica, so it's like music as well. So that's a transfer of energy. You're expressing your energy through that instrument or through whatever sound or even if it's just words, like rap, singing, things like that. The expression is through that. Um, this is a good way to get out emotions. So let's say if you're angry, you're gonna. For me, I would probably I have a punching bag, so I'll do the punching bag, or I would do maybe go for a run or weight lift. Those are some ways that I transfer energy. Uh, know that if you do hold an emotion for a long time, it will manifest in your daily life in some way. So if you're always angry, this could affect your face as well. You could have wrinkles in your face. You just have a face that is always kind of grinning or um, distorted. It's not really at peace. That goes along with other um, emotions as well. So if you're always happy, you'll probably most likely have wrinkles around your eyes, and then you also have wrinkles around your mouth because you're always smiling or you just have like a joyful appearance. So energy and emotions do manifest. So just be aware of that too. That's why I said movement is a good way to deal with this because you want to transfer that energy out and then you want to be at um, your equilibrium. So that's kind of knowing where you're at too is like what is your equilibrium. When you know your balance, then it's a lot easier to know when something is triggering you or is affecting your energetic levels. That's kind of the stage you want to be at, because when you're that aware, you are able to pinpoint and change the things that you need to change. Um, so let's say you cannot move. Maybe you have like a physical ailment, like you're in a wheelchair, or maybe you're in a work environment or a classroom environment where you're not able to physically get up and move. So they did studies on this. I think I talked about this in some other videos as well too. When your mind um, does something in terms of like a movement. So let's say you're thinking about doing jumping jacks. Your mind cannot tell the difference that you're not doing jumping jacks. So the same neurons fire. So basically, what that is saying is your body or your mind thinks you're actually doing the activity, because even just visualizing it in your mind, like I said, the same uh, neurons are firing. So you can use this in circumstances like that where you may not be able to physically move, like I said, like an ailment in a wheelchair or something. Just envision yourself in your mind walking if you are in the wheelchair. And then for other instances, like you're in a school environment or you're in a work environment, just envision yourself doing some type of movement, like you're standing up, you're just kind of stretching. I know some places they don't like you to do that just because it disrupts the energy of the other people around you. So it could distract them or kind of just make them uncomfortable. Although you don't really want to kind of focus on that for yourself, like making other people uncomfortable. Just do you, be yourself. You're not responsible for triggering other people and how they respond to you or your energy. So that's another thing to just be aware of. But yeah, that's pretty much it for movement. Just always move. Your body is supposed to be moving. Of course, there's times where rest is needed. Like you need to sleep, or you don't always constantly have to be moving, because energy is constantly moving. Like your cells, your atoms, electrons in your body, they're constantly vibrating and they're constantly doing work. So essentially, your body's like a machine. It's always working. Even when you're sleeping, it's working. Like your brain might be in sleep mode. Your brain might be in sleep mode, but your actual body and your cells are still working. So when you really think about it, that's kind of crazy, because your body's never really not working. At least energetically or on like a cell level, it's never stopped working. So when you think about that, that um, brings up, for me at least, is health. You only get one body. You only get one pair of eyes. You only get one pair of feet. I mean, sure, you can have prosthetics, and even they have like where you can implant eyes and stuff now. So that's an option, but I mean, it's not gonna be you. You know what I mean? Like you're born with these things, so you'll have to adapt. Let's say if you do lose like a leg and you get a prosthetic, you're gonna have to adapt, and then it will change your overall energy. Yeah, so just be aware of that. I would just um, knowing that I only get one body. Well, got kind of hiccups there. Knowing that I only got one body, kind of, especially as I get older, I see how when I was younger, I was kind of damaging my body, but I was having fun. I was young. I was just kind of doing what I wanted to do. As I get older, I noticed that I'm still pretty healthy along my journey, but there are things that I would like to dial in on, especially now that I'm getting more into the bodybuilding and health macros and micros aspect of it. So to me, it seems like a natural progression. A lot of people go through that. They go through like their party years, and then as they get older, they kind of settle down a little bit, and then health becomes more of a topic or a priority topic, but also priority. So I've seen that in a lot of people, and that's also been my experience in my journey as well too. So yeah, that's it, guys. That's all I have for this video. Share this video, like, subscribe, share. Let people know about this channel. I'm trying to grow the channel, the podcast. Also, go to my website for services I offer, and then message me if you're interested in the books I just released. So I have a few books I just released. I'm working on a third one. Um, Also talking to a publisher right now, so it's gonna go to different platforms for digital copies and also like paperback. So if you're interested in that, message me, let me know, and look forward to new content in the future.